Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Friday Frothy. I don't know if we're on or not. If you guys can let me know. We don't have a producer tonight, Glennie. Hey, g'day, Glennie. How are you, mate?
Mate, what we're doing, Jeff, we're just winging it tonight. We are the producers. We're the we're head of this ship at the moment. We're stars of the show, and we're rich. But we're going to wing it tonight, mate. We haven't got a guest on tonight.
No, because we don't know what we're doing. This is the problem.
But we are going to have some fun, so stay tuned.
Yep.
Is it on?
Yep.
It's working.
I can't see a picture, but...
Oh, shit. Okay, this could be a problem. Hang on a minute. Hang on, kids. Hang on, kids. Let me see if I can fix this.
Got sound?
Yeah. Here we go. Ha 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 ha! Look at me. Have I got it?
Yep.
We're done.
It's a little bit of a delay, so...
Yes. All right, guys. Grab yourself a frothy. We've got some sports to talk about tonight. You got me running the computer program, which is dodgy as Glenn.
My computer skills are absolutely all over this.
This is the Friday Frothy. Let me see if I can work this. And here we go.
Guys, I'm Frothy Views. You're listening to the Friday Frothy. What a fantastic show.
Rightio, Glennie. Here we go. See if I can get it back. And I have. I've done it.
We've done well, mate. We're as I said, we're winging it tonight.
Oh, it's not easy, let me tell you.
And I think we're doing a pretty good job, to be fair. But
it says live.
we're live. We're on.
Here we go.
Juanita's on. We're
Here
on.
we go, guys. Let me tell you that this is stressful city.
It's
Hi,
okay.
Juanita. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
The darts. What about
Juanita,
the darts?
We've just been watching Juanita. We've just been watching Damien over in New Zealand, and he just cleaned up, mate. 5-2, was it?
I think it was.
5-2. It was
Hero
5-2. He's hit 4 180s in the darts.
Yes.
And sensational there by the big fella.
And then Vandenberg just got done by a New Zealand local.
Well,
so,
it just shows you. So some of the pros are coming undone, mate.
They are
Except
coming
for the heat.
undone.
The heat did well.
Guys, my name's Jeff. This is Glenn. We are the Friday Frothy. We normally have a producer who does all our work for us here, but she's got to work tonight, Glennie.
And we're working.
So
we're working. We're all working.
I'm winging it.
You're winging it.
I've never used this program before in my life, so
We'll see how we go.
It's all new to me, and I'm not a tech savvy sort of a guy.
No, well, either.
Anyone
And I'm way behind that.
anyone who knows me, that's the case.
Yeah, it all goes down to age, mate. But one thing we can say is that, we've got a little bit of fun tonight. So,
Yes.
strap in and hopefully if you've got some questions and that for me or Jeff, you can phone through because we've got the hotline tonight on there.
Let me see if I can put that up. There's the hotline. Here it is, our
Here
phone
we go.
number.
We've got
Our phone number.
So you can ring in and you can have a go at me and Jeff
There we go.
for any questions that you've got. But
Mate,
there we go.
Before-
What are we doing, mate? Sport?
Well, I got to just start off the show. Just during the week, I was asked to go down to the Southeast Suns football club.
Oh yes.
Right?
Oh, hang on.
It's down at Sorrel.
Yep.
And I had to do an interview with Todd Russell, the Beaconsfield miner.
Yeah.
Todd, really good bloke.
Great man.
Good bloke. And again, a tourist. Where's Al? Where is Al? I don't know. But
She's a tourist.
She is. And for doing the interview, which was pretty good.
Yeah.
The poor bloke, he's unbelievable.
Devastating.
But they gave me a what do you say, Jersey or Guernsey?
I'd say Guernsey.
Guernsey?
But I'm in on Australian slang.
So tonight,
But Guernsey.
they're having their indigenous
Beautiful
ranch,
jumper, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it's
I mean,
great.
it's got some wonderful.
A local did the painting, did
The actual
design.
Aboriginal design in that is absolutely terrific.
Yeah.
And should be congratulated. But what a terrific jumper.
But when they were giving them out, I actually said, "Oh wow, have a look at that." And guys, I'm sorry we're not on Facebook tonight, so I couldn't get Facebook up and running. So I'm sorry about that.
So hello.
Oh, here it is.
Alison Payne
It's the
is ringing
producer.
in.
It's the producer.
What
Bear
have we
with us,
done?
kids.
We got the producer on
Friday
line.
Frothy, you're speaking with Glenn and Jeff.
Hello, G'day, Glenn and Jeff. I'm glad to see you got it working.
We have. A little bit of problem with Facebook, Al. We haven't got Facebook tonight,
No,
but we've turned that off. But I think we're doing pretty well.
That's okay.
We're Facebookless.
Nice work.
We're Facebookless.
Yeah.
That's not even
unfortunately.
English.
It's not.
bad, is it?
It's not. But yeah, we're on, Al. We're doing it, and I don't know what I'm doing,
That's
but
good.
I think I did the intro
Right,
and
when I
everything.
get home,
What?
I'm going to show you what a PowerPoint is and how to plug it in.
Okay. Is that what the problem was?
Goodbye.
Oh, he wasn't plugged in. Okay.
Goodbye. Unless you got sports to talk about, you can go. Goodbye.
Well, that was our producer.
Well, there you
Your
go.
lovely wife.
Well, the phone worked.
Well, the phone works.
Thanks to
so
our
we don't-
sponsor, who we can't say who it is because he hasn't got a website
That's
yet.
right.
So
Well, we can't do that, as you pointed out last week.
if you're out there, you want to give us a call, 0361283834. It's running across the screen as we speak. But thanks to the guys down at South East Suns Football Club giving me a jersey, a Guernsey.
Now, Jeff,
Yes.
can I just ask
Yes,
how
sir.
you did the night? How did it go?
Oh, really?
I should have come down, but I am looking after my good wife at the moment, who is incapacitated. Just had a knee done, but
She did.
how did the night go, Jeff?
It was good. Yeah, they had a big crowd. They had the kids played against the adults,
Okay.
and the adults
Yes.
won. Todd Russell won the game for them. He was about 45 metres out, and I'm standing there watching. I didn't know it was him. And he's taking a mark, and he's going back, and Corey's going, kick it to me. I'm thinking, you're cracking jokes, mate. No one's going to feed it off to Corey. And he went back and he kicked it. Slotted it straight through the middle.
He snagged it.
He's got a good boot, but he was ragged, mate. He was stuffed at the end, let me tell you. No, Todd Russell.
Todd Russell.
No, Corey just walked around the wing. He
As
didn't do anything.
As I pointed out here the week before, Todd Russell was a damn good footballer up in the up north
Yes.
in Launceston,
Yes.
and just showing his prowess, and actually did play in the what do you call it? It was on TV, or was it the Legends or whatever it was?
Yeah, EJ
Victoria.
Whitten.
EJ Whitten.
Yeah, he did it.
The great man EJ Whitten.
Did an injury.
And Todd did well, but So anyway, look, I'm glad that the night went well.
Yeah, it was good. It was
and
good.
for all the girls and that.
Yeah, it was very good, mate. I've got work commitments for the next 2 weeks, so we're not going to be on for the next 2 weeks.
Oh, sad.
So it's a bit of a rest period for us. But when we get back on the 25th of August, we are going to have V8 supercar driver
Todd Hazelwood.
Todd Hazelwood live
Again.
on the Friday night. But yeah, last time it was pre-recorded. This time it's
it was.
live. People are going to be able to phone in and ask him questions. You're going to email me questions. You're going to put it on YouTube questions. Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. He's going to talk about all the different changes for the Gen 3 cars, so the new cars that they're driving in his Mustang. So
And for people that don't know, I mean, we were very fortunate. I suppose it's nearly 2 years ago now, isn't it? 2 years ago, we was up at up at Simmons Plains,
Plains.
sorry, and we was very fortunate through some. Through Razor.
Razor Ray.
Hope Razor's on tonight. I don't
FIFA
know.
now. FIFA, Glennie.
I know. I don't know if we're meant to mention that, but
Too late.
we was very
Already out.
fortunate that she got us to go into the pits. We were in the pits.
I'm always in the pits.
And I've always been on the piss. I mean, in the pits. And
Yes.
we were very fortunate to be able to go through the car as we did on one of our shows. Todd Hazelwood, mate, was absolutely sensational.
He was, wasn't he?
And what I learnt, I knew nothing. I tell you, I love
Full stop.
V8 supercars.
No, nothing. Just full stop.
I just know anything. And to be honest, to watch the way that the mechanics work on the car and Todd giving us a rundown, I thought was sensational, mate.
It was pretty good, wasn't it?
Absolutely brilliant.
It was
so
brilliant.
you guys tune into this because this guy's worth listening to.
Yeah, look, it's going to be bloody good. I'm really looking forward to it. So that's Friday the 25th of August. I'll have plenty of updates on YouTube and Facebook to let you guys know it's coming up. If you want to send a question through to us, it's just the FridayFrothy@gmail.com.
He's a young gun.
He is a gun.
Yeah.
And once
He's
I tell you,
amazing.
once they get that car going, and that's one of the questions I'm going to ask him. What has he got to do? What are you going to do to get
Seconds.
to get him
Seconds.
up closer to the front of the
Yeah.
pack? So,
Yeah.
and he'll tell us what that's all about and everything. So,
Okay.
7 o'clock, 25th of August. Yeah, it's going to be good.
Now, Jeff.
Now, I just want to quickly. Juanita's been throwing through some
Wow.
things saying currently that Peter Wright is in trouble. He's down
Oh.
4-2 against another local. Johnny Tara. So, guys, the New Zealand Darts Masters is currently on, obviously, in New Zealand.
Big deal.
Damon Head has just won his game. Simon Whitlock's playing Gerwin Price tonight.
Yep. The heat's just come out. He came out with with his entourage. He had the All Blacks flag and the ball under the wing, mate. Sensational to watch. It's just more than just throwing darts.
Nah,
it's a live show.
It's a show, mate. It's like the wrestling now, isn't it?
It is. It's brilliant.
It's like the wrestling. So, Vandenberg actually just got towed up by a local New Zealand guy. He's probably number 9 or 10 in the world, I think.
Wow.
And Peter Wright's number 2 or number 3, and he looks like he's in a bit of trouble here as well. So, thank you, Juanita, for the update.
No, thank you.
Mate,
out with it.
As we do, can I do it? Let me see.
Can you do out with it, Jeff?
Oh, the pressure is on, Glenn.
But look, we can keep talking. You look for out with it, and I can talk about what out with it's going to be about if we can get it up. But
do you know what? I don't think I can.
You can't.
But
we're just going to say out with it.
I know the guy who did it, so I'm going to do it. Right? Just everyone look over there for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, out with it. There you go.
We're back.
There you go. Out with it.
Now,
take us away.
Now, okay. Now, what we're going to talk about is AFL past players. All the superstars of the game, Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay, all the superstars. And who are the superstars
I'll
of the game,
I'll start with Wayne Carey.
Oh, well, probably one of the greatest footballers ever to
grace Lee Matthews.
Probably one of the hardest hard men of football, and it's argued between different positions.
Lockett. Polly
best
Farmer.
Best forward, greatest Indigenous.
Gary Ablett.
Or is he?
Gary Ablett Senior.
Well, we can argue about who was the best.
Chris Judd.
Junior. Wow, probably the first guy to hit the scene at 100 mile an hour and be a sensation. And now we've got.
I'm going to throw this in for Lee.
Okay.
James Hurd.
Oh.
James Hurd.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I didn't want to say it.
So yes, Glenn. Yes. So these are all legends of the game. Yeah.
So why we're talking about this is that we've just had the great man, the great. Lance Buddy.
He was all right.
Lance Buddy.
I wouldn't say
Franklin, who I admired because he was a fantastic player, which we got over from Hawthorn. Probably Richmond should have had him. We got him at number 5, I think, behind Roughhead and that. And he was a scrawny, young kid, Indigenous boy that came from out the Whoop Whoop made in Western Australia.
Yep.
And he came down and had a few tricks. And I suppose history is from the way he played and the way he put the time and effort into the game. We were lucky enough, Jeff.
No, we weren't.
We weren't.
Oh,
no, Jeff. We were certain.
So anyway, that's out with the guys. Thanks for coming.
Jeff, we haven't finished, mate. We were very fortunate. One of the greatest calls of all time was 13. 13. Where were we sitting, Jeff?
We were at the game.
Where was it at, Jeff?
Launceston.
Up there in UTAS. It was called something different back then, though. So
yeah, I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Buddy Franklin's kicked 13 goals against North
and
Melbourne.
Jeff, I'm chiseling Jeff with the old elbow. Walshy, I don't know if you watch it, but chiseling him and... mate, that was probably one of the greatest things.
Let's get back to the hour with it, Glenn, because I've had enough of Buddy. Yes, he's a superstar. He's an amazing player. He's done very well. The out with it is, who's next? Because all we've got left now is Dustin Martin.
Okay.
Who are the superstars coming through the league at the moment?
Well, we've got to talk about him, and the Hawks are going to get the wrath of him tomorrow.
Yeah.
Dacos.
And
probably you can almost say the Dacos brothers. They've just signed a magnificent, huge contract.
Yes.
And it's going to keep the boys there for another, is it 5 years?
Yeah, they've got a little way to go yet.
A little way to go, but gee, I tell you what, the young fella, I think Dad would be that impressed at the way the boys are going, and we were already sending the tagger straight to what's the youngest guy's name? Nick. We've already got a tagger on him already.
Yep.
Now, for your second year of football, and that to be doing what he's doing, probably winning the Brownlow by how much? And the other brother, who's the older brother, stepped up. That's who I can see is the next Yeah, as you say, Dustin Martin's a superstar.
But what I'm saying, Glenn, there's so many past players who were superstars in the game, and now, is that because we interviewed Daryl Schimmelbusch the other week, and he was saying that he doesn't think there's enough players in the competition.
Well,
we're running out of a lot of teams, and I'll say it. He said North Melbourne, and I agree with him. A lot of our players in North Melbourne are VFL players, mate. They're not AFL.
Well, the interesting thing is, it's about bums on seats, and what I've watched funny enough, as we've said, we've interviewed David Rees-Jones, and of course I've seen him on another couple of shows. But I think what's happened is that charisma. Some of these guys, the game was played differently, wasn't it? So there was a bit of biff, a little bit of biff, and
there was a lot of biff.
But there was also some characters in the game, the Crackers Keenans and all these guys that you'd go there just to watch their antics and what they do. Now they're a little bit robotic.
Yeah,
don't you think?
The
game's a little bit robotic.
That's a good call, actually.
I think that the players don't play so much on instinct anymore. They play in a set position, and they're told what to do. But it's funny that the Indigenous boys, I'm sure when they come in and they set the world alight, which they do because they're exciting, is that they are told by their coaches just to play on instinct. I think sometimes some of our coaches get a little bit precious, and they've got to let these guys play more on instinct, because that's when we'll start to get characters back in the game.
Mate, Peter Wright, thank you, Juanita. Peter Wright is out of the New Zealand Dart Masters.
Okay.
He's gone. But I'm annoyed about how Peter Boyle was dragged through the mud with the band drag stuff. Glad he was innocent. That's the runner. The marathon runner. Is that right? Is that right, Juanita?
Don't know. Well, we need to shed light on
Peter
that.
Boyle.
Peter Boyle. Peter Bowl. Peter Bowl. He was wrongly, by the way, if we're talking about the
positive,
the long distance running superstar.
That's him.
Just been cleared now.
Yeah,
he's only just been cleared.
But that's what we need to say. It was dragged through the mud.
It was dragged, and well done, Juanita.
But it puts a mark on him.
Well, it did,
It does.
but it shouldn't stick, because the guy was innocent.
Yep.
It's been proven through all these SARDAs or whoever they are that do all the drug tests and that it was a wrong reading, and that he is, he's done nothing wrong. So well done, Peter Bowl. He's a star. He's an Olympic runner.
Yep.
And he'll be around for the next Olympics. So we want those guys.
We're still out with it, but just quickly, you're talking about Olympics, Commonwealth Games. Canada's just pulled out of the bid for they were going to be the host nation 2030. Canada. Are the Commonwealth Games dead? Are they gone?
Is it money?
Yeah,
it's all about money.
It's the cost. They're talking like $7 billion.
So if Victoria,
$5 billion.
if Victoria can pull out, we mentioned $7 million. Was it 7 million to get all the grounds?
I think it was it. Yeah. So,
okay, so if anyone's got any, you want to ring in about that? Perhaps you're right, Jeff. Perhaps it is all gone.
I think
done.
The Olympic Games will stay, but I think the Commonwealth Games are dead.
Okay, they may be, mate. Maybe like the reserve game with the senior game,
mate. Another one for out with it. And I've got to get this off my chest, because it's just something that's really bugging me this week. And the squirrel grip is back.
Ah, God, I love the squirrel grip.
What is a squirrel grip, Glenn?
Oh, I tell you what, mate. It's ask Duke Miller. He'll tell you exactly where that is. He's gone. Look, you can't tackle anymore.
No,
but you can squirrel grip.
You can.
Because until this week, hang on, I'm a squirrel.
Well, tell the people who don't know. What is a squirrel grip?
Well, he got him round the agates.
It's grabbing a handful of nuggets.
He got him round the agates.
That's it.
Let's be honest. He'll say that the hand slipped. He said that the hand slipped.
Zane Dorco.
He got him, and Zane Dorco. Zorko. Zane Dorco. They hate one another. They previously don't like one another.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And I've just shed some light on that, and they don't like one another, and there's been some history between the two lads.
Right, yeah.
And that's what I do like, because when we just said about, let's get
I've got to ask a question, though. What sort of history is it? Because he's grabbing him on the nuggets. It could be good history.
Generally,
he might like a bit of a...
Yeah, well, they've tagged one another, and they're
squeeze and feel.
There's been a few things thrown over the fence about...
really?
Oh, absolutely. They just dislike one another intensely.
Well, there you go.
And it's fair to say that he got him where it hurts, mate. And
he's copped a week for it.
One word. week.
Well, he got a week, but he should have got 2 weeks, as they said on one of the shows I watched. They're not one for each nugget. So anyway, he only got 1. So it's probably pretty serious crime.
Yeah, you don't want to be going around squeezing people's testicles, do you?
If you was a squirrel, you wouldn't want your nuts taken, would you?
Well, they hibernate for winter. They got to keep
But
all the nuts they
anyway,
can get.
old Took's just come back from a major injury through a knee injury, and now he's out for what do we call it, nut cracking, or if he was a Swan Lake or what you call it. But anyway,
hey, Brian Lake's coming down for this game too. Watch this. I can do this. Hey, watch this one. Watch this one. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Hello.
He's coming down. Ooh. He's coming down for the Relive the Rivalry game. Brian Lake.
Well, we're going to be there.
We are. We'll have tickets. Haven't come out
Dawn,
yet.
and his mother's Dawn Lake.
Yeah. But did you like that?
Yeah,
I did that.
Jeff just put that in.
Can you see it now? I did that. That's fantastic.
Bloody unreal,
I don't think we need a producer anymore.
As we commented with the AFL, we had the other week about.
Out with it. Yeah.
Are we finished out with it?
No, we got more to go.
Are we still on out with it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're still on out with it, viewers. But no, we've got the AFL guys coming down, as we said, and we may be out there out at KG5.
Well, we're going to.
We're going to be there.
We're going to. And
with our cameras and all that,
Yeah.
and because I'm sophisticated with right up with everything at the moment.
Mate, what's the next out with it? Let's get it
out of the way. Ashes. We've had a bloody gutful of it. I tell you what, any whinging poms out there that want to ring me up, or Jeff, here's your chance. Start whinging, start ringing up, because all I've heard I've watched all the Ashes. Yep. Did you watch a lot of it?
I saw a bit.
Saw bits of it? Saw enough of it.
I was swapping between the Matildas and the Ashes.
2-zip up we are. 2-zip up we was, and okay, we ran out of batteries, mate. In the end, I think all credit to the Poms. They came back hard, and they drew the series. But all I copped was, what did Australia cheat? What did they do wrong? And one of the biggest things that I saw was the umpires bringing the ball out, a bunch of balls.
Yeah. Hey,
probably poor old Dane Zorko's agates.
Yeah.
Bringing them out.
No. I'm sorry, Glennie.
No.
You don't know about this, but do you mind if we reenact this?
What, breaking the balls out?
Yeah. So Kawaja just got hit. Kawaja just got hit on the helmet, right?
Yeah, because.
And what happened to the ball? The ball obviously fell in half or something. It broke. I don't know.
Well, the ball was that old, mate. It was like a rusty old bit of leather.
Let's put you there. So you got the Union Jack going there, right? Right.
Bloody hell!
And then we'll put that there. I don't want to touch your nipples because that could get me in trouble.
That'll be a nipple.
All right. So there's your England. So now you're dressed in England, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be the referee.
Yes. This is all great reenactment, this, viewers.
So here comes the umpire. He's got his box full of balls, right?
Okay, because the ball is being bowled for that many overs, and it's like a bit of leather now.
Yep.
It's not doing anything, mate. It's not reverse swinging. Australia all on top. We're gonna win the Test match.
Yeah, well
okay.
They were creaming.
Let's go over to the umpires, and they say, now we've got to change the ball because the Poms, because I'm the Pom.
Yeah.
Oh,
who was bowling at the time?
Who was it?
It doesn't matter.
Stokes. No, well, Stokes is
the
there.
Wild Man.
Wood, was it? Wood, yeah, and he said, no, he said the ball, he said it's gone out of shape.
Yeah.
It's on my head.
So
it's gone out of shape. So he's gone there and he said, and the umpire puts it through the, what do you call it?
Yep, which I've done with this, with this ball. I've done that.
So he put it through there.
Yep.
And it's out of shape.
Here you go,
and now we're going to get new balls.
Here it is. Grab that and take the ball. There it is. There's
wow. There it is.
Ball.
Look at that.
They may as well have a tennis ball with some duct tape on it.
With duct tape, because that'll swing a mile, viewers. And look, you can see the grip there that I've got there, and that's Teak Miller.
Is that the worst? Is that the worst bloody setup thing that we've ever done on the froth?
Well, honestly, have a look at that. I was a bowler 35, 40 years ago.
Yes.
Even I could swing this at the moment, as could the Poms, because they went from nothing. Right, they were done.
I know.
They were done, mate.
I know.
And what happened, Jeff?
Yeah, I know. They brought out the tennis ball with the duct tape on it.
And when did it swing?
Like
So all of a sudden, Warner gone, and they were all over it. a couple of balls later, Kawaja, gone.
Yep.
Smith comes out there. It's a landmine.
It's moving them off.
It's moving them off.
Anyway.
But I've never seen a shiny ball.
No.
I'm sorry, a ball that's got no leather.
No.
And it comes out as a fresh cherry.
That's exactly it.
Now, you pommy cheating buggers.
Ooh.
What the hell is that about? Because while we're whinging, I'm going to whinge.
Look what I've done.
What have we done?
No, I'm ready to go with it. I've got to
Oh,
start.
God. Anyway, so I reckon,
Yes.
technically, I'm probably looking forward to the next 4 years, is it? Well, or was it 2 years? 2 years when they come back out to Australia.
Well, we'll go boom.
Broad, I reckon if I was, you know how I'd piss the Poms off?
Oh.
I'd actually employ him in our bowling to be a bowler coach for Australia, because he did a great job, didn't he? Really, let's be honest. I do like Broad.
Yes.
Because he wears his heart on his sleeve. He comes in and he bowls. He had the.
He's good in sunburn cream.
He is. He's very broad.
Broad spectrum.
I'd bring him
Not
in just to
rectum,
piss them off,
spectrum.
like they had Bazball, and we'll have Broad Ball or something. Or
Hello, Renee.
Renee's on.
Thanks
There
for
you
joining
go.
us.
There
You've
you go,
you've
mate.
just missed the prop. You've missed it. Glenn's.
Here it is.
It's behind.
Glenn's. Yeah.
Yeah, we got the two-piece ball that's going to swing a mile.
I don't
Geez,
know.
if I was a bit younger, I could do that. But
I don't know what. That's as long as it's working. That's all we could do.
yeah. So anyway, look, they've come under fire. There's been a lot said about what happened with the run out with Carey and I think all they
That
did
was
whinge.
fair
They
play.
whinge.
That was fair
whinge.
play.
2-2, right? 2-2. We retained the Ashes. What did they turn around and said?
Cheats.
No. They said no. We were the better side. We won it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Where's the Ashes going?
And now he wants to.
Where's the Ashes now?
It's in Australia.
Thank you. That's
It's
all
in
we need
here.
to
It's
say.
in here. It's in my glass.
That's it. And when you come out, now we'll go over this. Warner, is he going to be playing?
I hope so.
No, in another 2 years.
Oh no,
he's
no. He's retiring in
He's
Sydney.
retiring.
If he gets a
Well, if he
gets
gets the gig, he'll retire in Sydney, and well done.
Oh.
Australia just need to refresh. They probably need to, they've got a chance now to probably rejuvenate some of their team, and good on them. That's it.
That's it. That's out with it.
Is that out with it?
Anyone out there who's got a phone call they want to ring in and have it out with it? Anything that's pinged you off during the week and you just want to talk? And thanks for being the England bloody bowler for me too. I appreciate that. That was a really crappy little bloody side skit I did. But,
No, it was good.
but that's what we do. You know.
No, well, I didn't mind the Poms until their antics over there in England.
Guess what? Watch this. Ready? Ready? Listen to this. Ready?
Out with it!
Bang! 0361283834. It's scrolling
Way too
across.
quick. What?
It's scrolling across the screen, Lee.
I know, but I'm in another.
You're in another world.
I'm in a message.
So we spoke about the Commonwealth Games. So gone in 2030, as you said. That's extraordinary. Then, as you said, that's all finished.
Yeah. Well, someone else might pick it up, but they were it was still a bid.
It's Gold
Canada
Coast.
was
It's
still
Gold
a
Coast.
bid.
We mentioned the other week. Is Gold Coast going to pick this up?
Oh,
Or is that just them talking hot air?
jeez,
Or is that just the mayor of Gold
the
Coast?
mayor
saying
of Gold Coast? He's a bit of a go-getter.
that? Yeah,
He's a
I know what
go-getter.
my brother calls him something else.
Oh, I know, but hey, look,
But
I'll
he's
tell you
having a
what,
go.
If someone has a crack at stuff like that, I'm pretty
Yeah,
happy
good
with
on
that.
him. Yeah, good on him.
But yeah.
Actually, Renee, what do you think up there? Should it be up there on the
Yeah,
Gold Coast so that
let
you
us know, give us a call, send
let
us a
know?
message,
And
whatever.
Rob
you
and
know.
that up there if you're
Yeah,
listening.
no, Rob tonight, he hasn't seen him yet.
Well, unless you want to be sitting in traffic for another, you won't be able to get into the Gold Coast because it'll be too much traffic there.
Mate, let's talk a bit of AFL, eh?
AFL.
Damien Hardwick, what's going on?
Okay, mate. He's been in. Did we have where he was?
Milan.
No, he's in Milan,
Italy.
in Italy.
He's on a
enjoying
Europe tour.
sun-tanning over there
Yeah.
with his.
Can I just interrupt you?
girlfriend.
I just interrupt you for a second because everyone always has a crack at me when I
Yeah,
pour
that's a good
bloody
frothy, that.
when I pour an ice cream
And that's
beer.
what we are, the Frothies.
And I just wanted to show that beer that is not an ice cream tonight, Corey. If you're
Nice,
looking,
nice one.
so yeah. Go on, yeah, Damien
But
Hardwick.
so Damien Hardwick's
Can I
over
say
there,
yes?
and the Gold Coast mate, obviously Stewie Jew, he was over celebrating with Australia, so he left the Gold Coast
This has all been a big
because he was sacked.
This has all been a big plan, isn't it? Get
No,
rid of Stewie
well,
I
that's
Jew.
think it was already. pre-planned.
Yes.
Well, we can talk
Oh,
about that.
no, because they wouldn't fly to Milan and have a talk to him for a contract if it was already pre-done.
So
To make it look realistic.
I can't think what the guy's name is up there, the head of
I
football up there.
I had it, but...
But at any rate, he's gone over
Renee
to...
says yes to the Gold Coast Commonwealth Games.
Okay,
So she's all for it.
okay,
So
that's fine. Yeah, well, let's have it there then, Renee. We're going to do it.
we'll come up and... Well, actually, we might even compete. Well, I think you and I can play badminton.
Start Renee's.
I might bring up Zane Zorko's ball.
Hey, that's my props, mate. That's
okay,
my
sorry.
props. They're not Zanko's.
That's our bruise. That's
Zanko. I can't own him.
That's our bruise. That's our bruise they wear after
Oh,
got rid of
no.
them, mate.
The squirrel grip.
Squirrel
You've
grip.
missed
So,
it. Ladies and gentlemen, the squirrel grip is back in
Just
the
imagine
AFL.
going to the tribunal. What do you reckon he said?
Oh, I grabbed his nuts.
And the squirrel hates that, don't he? They hate it when they get their nuts.
Well, I said it before, Glenn. They hibernate. They try and get as many nuts as
do.
they can to put in their little bloody...
Chevy Chase and that in that last show there on the Christmas thing when the squirrels going through.
Anyway.
Let's get off that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're getting back to where was we? Hardwick. And he's
I have no
on
idea.
holiday.
I missed the producer.
He's on holiday, so he's on holiday.
Yes.
And they've gone over. They're chasing him.
Mm-hmm.
And they've obviously found him because it looks like they're offering him 5 years, Jeff.
Yeah.
So I believe, only me, but that doesn't mean nothing, but I actually believe it was a done deal.
Yeah.
Because Stuart Dew,
But the AFL's
they're
going
good mates. You realise they played together at Port
Yeah, oh,
Adelaide.
yeah. But the AFL's going to hook most of this. They're going to pay for most
They
of this.
will,
Right?
and as you, because you can talk about
Well,
this.
no.
because Carmichael Hunt, you mentioned
I've
here.
got to be careful here because I have had a couple of beers. I've got to say the right thing.
Carmichael
Hunt.
We're not talking about the balls anymore. Right?
No, the squirrel grip's gone.
Carmichael Hunt.
He was paid $1 million, but he was paid by the AFL to go and play for the Gold Coast Suns.
So it was all promotional.
Mm.
It was not the fact that he was a very great AFL player. It was the fact.
Well,
that
he wasn't. He came straight from rugby union.
yeah, exactly. And he went in. Actually, didn't do too bad in the end,
did
but
right.
it was to promote the Gold Coast.
He
So
had legs like Brent Guerra.
now the good thing is with Hardwick, with him getting the job, he has got a couple of ex Richmond guys up there. He's got a pretty good side. Now he's got the gig. They haven't officially said he's got it, but he's got it. You get that?
He's got
He's
it.
got it.
He's got
So,
He's got it.
what do you think about him? How do you reckon he'd go up there, mate? Because he's going to be like an ambassador. That's what you're saying.
He'll love them.
And he's gonna
Oh,
get
it was
a
like
coach.
Kevin Sheedy, wasn't it, when he went to
Well-
GWS? It's sort of. I mean, I know he's a 3-time premiership coach.
So we've had Rodney Eade in no order. We've had Rodney Eads. We've had Stuart Dew.
Yep.
We've had who else is there? Guy McKenna.
Oh yeah.
Rodney Eade. Did I say Rodney Eade?
Yeah, you did.
I don't know who else has been up there. Glenn Cleve. No, he hasn't been there.
You said that.
But can't remember the others.
They've had a
Were
few.
they that
I
important?
can't remember.
So Damien Hardwick, he's had a very big break from football.
Well, he hasn't really.
But he's had a massive month away.
So
For a
that's-
guy that was burnt out.
Yeah, that's a stitch up. Isn't
Well,
it?
it's a stitch up, but he was burnt out.
I'm going to take a break from the game. I can't do this
He's
anymore.
burnt out.
And then a month later, he says, "I'm ready to come back."
How much do you reckon he's on?
Oh,
Truckloads.
1.5.
And plus
Oh yeah.
that ambassador bit that you were talking about.
through the AFL. It's
Yeah,
it's a
but
bigger
good
amount of
on
money,
him.
isn't it?
And because funny enough, the Richmond guys were interviewed the coach and that, and they said, said to some of the players and that, what do you think about Damien? Are you going to feel pretty peeved off about the fact that he's going to get the gig? And no, they said no, but I think deep down. Do you reckon he wouldn't recruit Rewalt and then back up there now, would he? A bit too old? Or Rewalt and who's the other one going to retire?
Is
Someone mentioned
Cochin?
Dusty and
Martin will go.
Cochin.
Well, Martin,
Cochin
do you think, there is a chance that he could go up there, doesn't Martin?
Martin will go to the Gold Coast.
Okay,
If
well, there you
Hardwick
go.
goes,
You heard it first.
I'm telling you,
You
now,
heard it. You heard it first on the Frothy. Jeff's just said it.
I'm telling you now, he will
Dustin
go
Martin to the Gold Coast.
big dollars, and AFL will pay for it the same as.
So the big dog's going up there, mate.
I reckon.
Okay.
I reckon. Cochin, I don't think Cochin's maybe got one more
No,
year left
someone
in him.
mentioned
Great player.
Okay.
Great player. But I don't.
Well,
I can't
look,
see that.
all the best to Damien Hardwick because he has been a great coach for Richmond. And it'll be interesting to see what he can do with the Gold Coast up there because they need to get into the finals, mate.
They have to.
They've been round.
They have to. And Glennie, if they do this and let's just say it does, I don't know if it's true or not, but if Dustin Martin goes there and if Hardwick does go there and they get some more top up players,
which they will,
the AFL will throw more money at them,
which they will,
right?
So
If they don't get in the final, at least in the top 8 next year or the year after, well then, I mean, they're not going to close them down. They're not going to shut the doors.
No.
But, man, they've got to look at it and say,
Jeff,
what's going on?
In my life, I've been hit in the head a few times.
I can tell.
Haven't I, Peter? What do you think, Jane, over there? Oh, sorry. Port Adelaide, mate.
Yeah, that's huge.
Good news.
Aaliyah.
Head clash.
Mm.
I reckon there was no risk that those two boys were not unconscious. It was a bit of friendly fire between the two lads from Port Adelaide, Jones and Aaliyah.
Yep.
Two good football. One's an up and coming footballer.
It's under the microscope at the moment. How did they not do this?
I've seen some. Yeah, and let me just say, I'll just jump ahead that the young fella, the young ruckman from Hawthorn, who's just 24 years of age, who's just had to, he's just out of the game now because of head knocks. The young guy from Sydney Swans. Yep, I'm really having.
You're on your own here for a second. I've just got to do something.
The young guy, I'm trying to think of his name, but he's head knocks there. Can't play anymore this year. So I think that with $100,000 fine.
How much?
100,000. I think that's actually fair because the two lads went off the ground after a head clash, and one came back on, which was Aaliyah. The other boy was gone for the game. They didn't give him what they call a scat test.
A scat?
I've never heard that before, but it's a scat test they call it. I thought that was something does when they poop.
It's poo. Scat.
Poo behind like I do normally.
What do you do?
Well, when Hawthorn lose,
you poo
my pants. But anyway, so no, it's that's a scat, isn't it? It's like Tasmanian devil, a scat. Cool. But anyway, so the thing is, mate, they've done them for 100,000.
That is
crazy. It's fair enough because any team that's been playing, there's been guys hit. McCartan was the guy that I was thinking of, and very poor. Yeah. And I've just had a mental block. This is what happens when you get to 60. Maxie Lynch was the guy from Hawthorn. It's just come back to me now because we're live.
Yes, we are.
So I was put on the spot there. I haven't got that in front of me in my notes. But Max Lynch, thanks very much, mate. He played at Collingwood. He only played probably 5 odd senior games there. He got a chance at Hawthorn. We give him a go. He'd had previous concussions before he went to Hawthorn. He got hit. I think he had 9 all up.
Mm-hmm.
And McCartan would be up round there, 9 to 10 concussions. Now, we're jumping ahead. That's a lot. Now, these boys, they're only boys. Do you think this is now? We went back to our show the other week. Helmets.
Yeah, well, they're talking
headgear.
About. Yeah.
What can we do, Jeff? Because here we go. These two boys, concussion. They're going to miss both this week.
Oh, Glennie,
right? The two Port Adelaide guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do we do? Because you can't. We spoke about characters in the game before on our other page there.
Yeah.
We've got to have that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So can we tackle if we put helmets on these guys? Or
I'm going to bring
this. Bicycle.
I get it, but I'm going to bring this back in because at one stage you've got the AFL trying to stop head bloody knocks and they're trying to do everything they can. They're going to introduce helmets and they're going to take out tackling and it's going to turn into a Nancy game. But on the other side, and we talk about this all the time, you've got the what's that?
The boys, the 24,
yeah, but what's the ultimate fighting thingo? And they what's that called? The
UFC.
UFC. These guys are belting the crap out of each other until they're half nearly dead.
That's right.
And here we are worrying about we can't tackle in the game anymore. But it's all. I don't know where it's heading. Anyway,
well, I think
I just did a short little clip there for Facebook. Sorry, guys, for Facebook, we just couldn't come on tonight, so I'm just doing a little clip.
I reckon.
Change over to YouTube, guys, if you want to see the rest of the show. You've missed a great. Show them the ball.
Oh, sorry. Jeez.
We took the ball out.
There we go.
The spare
I haven't had to do that. Just run down the seam there. That in swing. outswing.
Beautiful.
And you know, Doosra.
That's why cricket. That's
there.
why England won. But anyway,
That's why.
So, thanks, guys.
They won't. They're cheats. Absolute bloody cheats, you pommy.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Anyway,
Bill,
do you reckon there's going to be any Poms ring me up? I hope the Barmy Army might turn up here in a bus in a minute.
I
hope not.
I don't think so.
Anyway, but anyway.
You're doing lovely though.
Cricket's
Well,
over.
I'm
Cricket's
doing
over.
all this stuff, mate.
Cricket's over.
You're doing a lovely
Right,
job.
we're going into NRL, Jeff.
Yeah, what have you got?
Panthers gun 5'8". Jerome Louis, as I call him,
Luai.
is set for one of the biggest open market
Do you believe
hits
this?
in November. This is on the 1st, mate. How much do you reckon he's going to be worth?
I reckon it's going to be plus 1 million plus.
Good player. You're right.
He's a
That's
good player.
exactly what he's going to be up. He's going to be up around about the 1 mil mark and plus. So that comes in line with a lot of these AFL guns, and we just spoke about one, young Dacos. So we're thinking. I think his father said he's not going to be up around $1 million, but let's face it, he's going to win the Brownlow. He's just done a 5-year deal. How much do you think he's going to be on, Jeff? 1 point something million. That's what he'll be on.
How are they fitting these people into the salary caps these days? And this is one of the
very
problems.
good point, Jeff.
Very
good point.
The Panthers, they're going to struggle because
They will.
he's probably going to have to leave because they can't fit him into the salary cap.
What about? Well, okay, that's the Panthers, okay, and when you start paying $1 million for players, and then you start thinking about the two boys from Collingwood.
Yeah, the Dacoses.
Okay, so they just got rid of Grundy to Melbourne. Now look where he's at the moment with his football.
Reg
Absolutely, that was his father, Reg.
Grundy.
Channel 9, I think. I think it was Reg Grundy. But anyway, thanks, Reg. Old Grundy there, he on the outer, mate, because Maxi Gorn's absolutely taken the game by the throat, and he's absolutely back to where he was. They said they'd reinvent Grundy in the reserves and play him and bring him back as a forward. Now, very bloody hard to do when you've got 3 to 4 weeks to have a number one ruckman who's dominated and try and turn him into a forward all of a sudden.
Of course.
He will be gone. He'll be at Port Adelaide next year, mate.
Oh, wouldn't that be a great pickup for Port?
He will. They haven't got a ruckman. He will be. So you know what's going to happen? Collingwood have been paying the money, that transfer fee. They've still been paying that.
Yeah, okay.
Now, and that went to Melbourne. Now I guarantee you, Port Adelaide, and you heard it first on the Frothy show from me.
Here we go.
That this will be true because this is a scoop. So piss off, Carolyn Wilson. I'm in now.
Ooh.
But
You're not leaving the
scoop.
prop, are you? You're going to Channel 9.
No,
You're not leaving the prop.
I'm not. No, because I want to be controversial.
Yeah, well, that's what we are.
And he will be at Port Adelaide next year, mate. He'll be on that. Melbourne.
Dad?
Melbourne will be paying part of that transfer fee. Mate.
Lenny,
That's a scoop.
I hadn't heard that, and that is true. That is a massive pickup for
It
Port.
is- it
and
is a
I
massive
will go
pickup,
as
mate.
far as saying that if Port
Gone.
Adelaide had Grundy this year,
Yep.
they would be big final contenders. I know they are.
No, well, he's a ruckman.
But I don't think they
he's
are.
a ruckman. He's not a forward.
No,
is
no.
he? And actually, going into the game, it just shows you how brittle football can be. You lose a few soldiers, as they call it.
Mm.
And Geelong, if we want to talk quickly about Geelong, they've just lost the big fella, Hawkins, down forward. The full 40's a little bit of a calf, mate. A little bit of a cow in the back of his.
He's a bit soft anyway.
And the other guy, how do you pronounce that? Black.
Yes.
Yeah,
Black.
whatever his name, Black was.
yeah.
I can't think of his bloody name.
Yeah.
But at any rate, he's out with a hamstring, and they have to win, mate. They have to win to get into the finals. So it's going to be on the back of old Roger Dangerfield. Roger Dangerfield. He was a comedian, wasn't he?
I remember him. Yeah.
Remember him?
Yeah, Dangerfield.
Yeah. Well, it's up to Dangerfield now to get them over the line, but I think they might miss the finals.
Who? Geelong?
Yep.
Oh, let's watch this
Okay,
space.
there's another scoop.
Let's watch this space.
What's Nathan Cleary doing, mate?
Well, they're just this is just saying about the Panthers at the moment. Mate. Nathan Cleary obviously wants to stay. Iso Yeo, Brian Toe, James Fisher Harris, and Moses Letar. they're all on long-term contracts. So the Panthers' salary cap, they don't have much left, Glenn. They don't have much left. So
who's do we actually? How's the rugby going? There you go.
yeah, Panthers are playing Melbourne Storm tonight. I don't know, guys. Is that a grand final match? I don't know.
Well,
Canberra's up.
Brisbane are doing
Brisbane's
okay.
up there.
They're
Canberra's
up there.
and Storm's up there. So
Okay, well, it'd be interesting. So
in
the
actual,
big game,
in
as
actual,
you said,
in,
was
in
the
actual
Storm
fact,
tonight.
in actual fact, Glenn, if you just flick through your pages
Yes,
there,
mate, yes.
we do have a NRL ladder.
We do.
Panthers, Broncos, Warriors are sitting in third currently.
Bloody
The
Warriors.
Storm,
the,
Raiders,
New Zealand Warriors.
Rabbitohs, your Sharks are there, and the Cowboys.
Well,
so
the Sharks are there too.
yeah, my
Well,
Eels are down on 11th.
There
so
was a few injuries too out of the
State of Origin.
State of Origin, and that didn't help, did it? So very interesting, mate. The Sharks are sitting. Bloody, where's that? Well, they're seventh. The Sharks.
Still there though, 26.
Still
Oh
there,
yeah, in trouble 26.
Cowboys,
26,
the
so-
Storm fourth. So the Panthers, as you said, they're sitting on top.
Yeah,
The Broncos have hit back, haven't they?
Yeah, the Panthers are the Collingwood of the NRL, so
And,
it's theirs to lose basically. Tasmania, yeah.
She was. They used to call her the Lisco Flash, as you called her the Lisco.
Lisco, she was fast.
Lisco
She was
Flash.
fast.
Yeah, I had a couple.
There you go, Glennie. Your wife was Tasmanian champion. Could have gone on to great things, except she married you, and
She chased me and got the prize.
oh, the prize,
God, what a prize that was.
mate! I'm watching the netball last night, and it is a gun game, right? It's Australia versus the Roses, England.
Bloody hell.
Are you all right, mate? And
Hang on.
it's Australia's come back to within. I can see it, and with only about 40 seconds left to go, they've got the ball. They're in the. I'll say their forward line goal
What
attack.
are they, Leah?
Goal attack.
Goal attack.
And someone, I don't know their name, and I'm not going to say their name because I don't want to upset them, but because we're all Nancy boys right now. Threw the ball, got hit, deflected off. That was their chance to draw the match at 55 apiece. England gets it, throws it down
I've
the
got the
other
answer.
end.
I've got the answer.
Through.
Where's Took?
Oh, really?
Took.
Where's Took Miller?
Squirrel.
Oh, God, that could have fixed it.
Can you squirrel grip a wood?
Oh,
I'm just, I don't know.
I don't know, but no, probably not.
Let us
Oh,
know. Can
sorry,
you squirrel
Took's
grip
everywhere
a
at
woman?
the
I don't know.
moment.
So
I think I've
50
seen Took at the soccer the other night too. He's been everywhere too.
We're about to get on the soccer.
Oh, God.
56 to 55. So that is the
you're joking.
first time. And let me just make sure I got that right.
Oh,
that is the
Took.
first time that England has
God,
beaten.
Good player, though. He's a very good player.
Maybe it's not. I don't know. But anyway, the result means that Australia will likely have to meet Jamaica in the semi-final if they want to progress to the gold medal match. And that
And
is
I
the
watched-
World Cup.
I watched a bit today because I was working so hard. I saw a little bit of that. And the Jamaicans have done really well, mate.
They have.
They've
They're
done
Jamaican
well.
me crazy.
I think, is it Mongolia?
Yeah, that's the soccer.
They've done well in
The
soccer.
soccer. Yeah.
Is that what we're talking about?
No, we're talking the netball.
Netball.
Oh, shit. Sorry. I just swore on air.
You did.
Sorry, but, jeez, I don't know.
Well, let's go on to the soccer. Hey,
Okay,
the Matildas, without Sam Kerr, the only player in the
I
team.
thought it was the only one in it. I thought it was Sam Kerr versus, and they've done well.
Well, I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be
Well,
upset
they're in
about
the.
it.
They've done well. Let's congratulate Australia.
And they're actually starting to say some of the names of the other girls in the team because Sam's not there.
Well, Resso.
And let's just put it out there.
Resso?
Marry someone. Let's just put it
Mary-
out there, guys.
Mary-
We're not.
Mary Ellen?
We're not
that
having
was
a
House on the
dig
Prairie,
at
wasn't
Sam Kerr. Sam Kerr is amazing.
She's a star.
She's a gem. She's
One of the best in the world. Probably,
Yes.
probably one of.
But we do get a little bit upset that she just gets all the limelight and the rest of the team doesn't get any.
Is there any chance she's going to play, Jeff? Because it
I
doesn't
don't
really
think so,
look
Clint.
like it.
I don't think so.
think she's playing.
I don't think so.
Jeff, can I just go back to the netball? That was their first ever loss
Yes.
to England in the World Cup.
Did they lose? Did
There
they?
you go. Yeah.
Did they change the? Did they change the ball?
Where's that ball?
Yeah,
They had duct tape on
They
it.
gave them a basketball.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, wouldn't go through the. Wouldn't go through the.
Wouldn't go through the hoop.
No. So
Okay.
the Matildas.
We've did all that, haven't we?
Matildas beat Canada 4-0.
And they were the Olympic champions.
They were.
So I've done.
So they weren't mugs. You know,
No, and I'll tell you what, they moved the ball really well.
It wasn't a bad game. I flipped between that and the cricket. So.
I did too. I think we're flipping a bit.
Yeah. So Glennie, the next match for Australia is against Denmark.
Yeah, that's going to be tough, isn't it?
It's on this Monday, the 7th of
I'll be
August.
watching. I've actually enjoyed it. I've got to say, I've enjoyed it, and the coverage has been pretty good.
I think Razor's done a great job.
Razor, it's because of Razor that it has been so fantastic.
Razor Ray, we applaud you.
So if anyone doesn't know who Razor Ray is, Jeff, who is she? Come on.
Razor Ray is, look, she's not in
She's
charge of it, but she's doing
beautiful New Zealand girl.
She's doing a lot of work for FIFA.
Who is married to a very nice fella up on the Gold Coast, Rob, who barracks for the
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs.
But no, they're a champion couple who recently got married.
Yep.
Which you went over.
Yes.
On a cruise.
Yes.
And congratulations again. I've said that 10 times
You
on
have,
the show.
you have.
Anyway, sorry, I'm really loose contract.
Contract. Kick-off is 8:30 Monday night. It's at Stadium Australia in Sydney, broadcasted on Optus Sports or Channel 7. Glennie, I just wanted to throw this in. This will be the second meeting between the two sides. That's Australia and Denmark. The last time that we played Denmark, the Matildas, not we, because we didn't play, they won 3-1.
Who did?
Australia. Matildas.
No, well,
so they've beaten these guys the last time they played.
So I think I might have picked up Caitlin. You've got a name there.
Caitlin Ford.
Ford?
Yes.
I mean, use Ford. Have we got another, because Sam Kerr is a Ford, and there is another girl there that's a Ford, and she's a little bit, she's a veteran Ford. Ooh. She hasn't played yet, Jeff, for Australia.
Right.
I can't think of her name, so I'm not going to help you. But she's out too, and she hasn't played yet. But if she could come back, I mean, that's the thing. Do we play girls that are injured? So if Sam Kerr is not 100% fit, are they better off not playing? Do they just keep her on the bench? Because that would be.
I think it's more mind games against the teams they're playing than her playing. They're just because they don't know how to set up.
Well, look, let's be honest.
It's like Dustin Martin. Is he playing? Is he not? You know,
I think Dustin Martin.
As a coach, how do you set up your team?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, who's going to go to Dusty? How are we going to? Oh, there's a Frothy right there.
Pop the cork.
Glennie,
over to Took.
Let's have a bit quick. We're nearly done, guys. We're nearly done.
We're not.
A quick chat. Yeah, the producer's not here, so we can go on.
No.
A quick chat about boxing. Tim Zhu.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
He's going to be world champion.
He is world champion.
Well, no, he's actually going to be officially on the 30th of September.
Yeah, so
when this other guy, what's his name?
Charlo's he's gone up a division to fight Canelo.
Soon as
Canelo and Canelo.
Yeah, but as soon as he steps in the ring, then he will lose his belt.
He has lost his belt.
Yeah, and it's going to
because it's happening.
Going to go to zoo.
He's got it.
Not to like where the animals are in the zoo, but to Tim.
He is the he is the welterweight champion of the world.
So if you're Tim Zhu, you're a boxer.
Now,
are you feeling ecstatic about that, or is it sort of like
I think he'll be ecstatic. You know why? Because I'll tell you what. I reckon Charlo and again the boxers can get on here. I reckon he's actually dodged Tim Zhu. He's gone up a division, so. When he was injured, Tim Zhu has actually stood back and he's fought these other guys who were world class, and he was rubbished by a couple of boxers that he wasn't up to the task, and he's taken everything by storm. Tim Zhu. Problem is, Tim Zhu now might have to come up against the great Crawford and these sort of guys.
Yeah.
And
that would be a good
what's
match.
his name? The guy that he just beat, Spencer, Earl Junior Spencer, whatever his name.
How good would that be, Crawford and Zhu?
Well, he wants Spencer because Spencer was the guy that Crawford beat, and he is pound for pound one of the best boxers I've ever seen.
Yep.
And Earl Spencer Jr. He had a few things to say about Tim Zhu, and I think Tim Zhu wants him. So they are class boxers, but Tim Zhu, remembering he didn't ever fought our mate, did he, up there in Queensland?
No, Jeff Horn.
Jeff Horn?
No, he
never quite got there. Did he?
He was the other bloke.
Or did he?
I don't think he fought. I don't know, Glenn. You put me on the spot.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm
because
feeling quite embarrassed.
I think I'm not sure.
Jeff, no, the other guy was Azura or something?
Well, I'll put it this way: Jeff Horn, he fought Crawford.
Yes,
going back,
yes.
and that was the undoing.
Yeah,
of Jeff
yes,
Horn.
it was.
He copped.
It was. He
now
copped
listen,
a beating.
it'd be but he's given everyone a beating.
Oh, I know, and
they,
that's what I'm saying.
The
zoo match against Crawford would be
Spence
amazing.
Jr., they said that no, this would be 50-50.
Oh.
Crawford is an extraordinary. He's a little bit like Buddy Franklin, and they've both got Bud in it. No, it is, isn't it? Isn't that it's strange? Isn't it, Bud?
I bet Spencer
honestly,
didn't kick 13 goals against All Melbourne.
Geez, that was good that day. But
should have been more squirrel grips going on.
But the thing is that you got a boxing icon in Bud Crawford. I hope that
Zarafa, I was thinking of.
Zarafa, yes, but he's not in the same class. I don't think Tim.
Well, Leah reckons he did fight Zoo.
He did, and Zoo beat him quite easily, and there was no rematch. So Earl Spencer Jr. and Bud Crawford, they want a rematch. Well, we don't know about Crawford, but I don't want to see Zoo get caught in the middle of that because I don't know as if he's quite ready for Crawford.
Yeah,
I think he's going to be a great boxer, and he is a great boxer.
He is.
He is. He's a welterweight champ, but to go up all of a sudden against him, well, it's actually the other way around because he's coming up a division to fight Zoo, isn't he?
Well, basically,
because Zoo's welterweight.
Yeah, so the next fight that Zoo is a title match.
It's a title match. Yeah.
So whoever he fights, whether it's Crawford or your mate Bud.
But the one thing Zoo's always said, he's not worried about the payday and all that because the money takes care of itself in boxing. But what he has said, he wants the notch on his belt. He wants to fight the best, and I reckon he's going to get the chance, Jeff.
I reckon you might.
So
be
he's
right.
up against the best in the world.
And let me.
Any of you boxers in there, can you just
let us
ring in if you want to ring in?
Someone give us a call. We don't want to talk to tonight.
We need someone with a bit of experience on the boxing.
036161283834. Give us a call. Get on the froth. Have a chat with us and anything that's on your mind, mate. I just wanted to also throw like Jeff Horn as officially retired, which
absolute legend of the sport,
well done,
Jeff.
But it's not just what he's doing with the boxing; it's what he's doing with bullying in schools and everything. But the bullying that he's done, the programs and the stuff. And congratulations, Jeff. And I do know that we keep contact with Jeff, and he watches the show.
He was a tremendous boxer, and I think we forget that he did beat the great Pacquiao, Manny Pacquiao, and any guy you can take out of that fight what you want.
Yeah.
Like some people said, he didn't win.
Yeah.
He won. He won the fight, mate.
Yeah.
And listen, the legacy of that guy, like as an Australian boxer, I think everyone was super proud of him, and he should be proud of himself.
Oh, yeah, he is.
And he is because he's him, Jeff Fennick, who was given. Remember, he was given the title after all those years.
Yes.
He was robbed.
Yep.
Because there is a little bit of a grey area in boxing, and I think that I think they're hopefully getting it right now. That sometimes you see judges' scores, and when they're close, and you think only one, like it's 13. Oh, sorry, 5-1 or something like that, or it's 33, 32, and you go, oh well, yeah, that's close. But when there's a big discrepancy of 4 or 5 points, how's that happen?
It doesn't. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird.
Anyway.
Mate, bit of V8 supercar racing. I've just seen this afternoon that 25th of August, guys, if you're just joining us now, 25th of August, 7 p.m, Todd Hazelwood, live, not in the Frothy, but on the Frothy. It'll only be on YouTube because you won't be able to hear him
We've been in the car.
on Facebook.
Yeah.
We have.
We've been in the car at Bathurst.
But his team is going to put in a second car, the Blanchard team with the Cool Drive Mustang.
Cool Drive.
They're going to have 2 cars now, and one of the young Kostecki boys is going to be driving. Just in the Sandown in Bathurst, the Enduros.
Okay, yes.
Probably the Gold Coast as well. So they're going to. Then they're striving to get 2 cars in the main game next season. So there you go. That's a good thing. And also, mate, Shane Van Gisbergen, your mate.
He is a star. Well, I always say that he's a star. They're all stars.
Did you watch that race?
I mean,
He's gone to NASCAR. He's got his first race,
How
and
does he do that?
and he's won it. And all the guys over there, Dale Earnhardt Jr. or whatever his name is.
Again, he's in
And
New
they're always
Zealand.
going,
Well, let's say hello to our
what the hell?
let's say to our lads over there, our Kiwi brothers over there, because this guy can bloody drive.
Oh,
let's face it.
Like
he is a star.
him or loathe him,
He is a champion
He is
driver.
a genius. So, well, he's going over. I think he and Brody Kostecki are both going over for another NASCAR race, but he's also picked up a ride in the truck racing. So it's a circuit, around the circle, oval, I should say. And he's in one of the.
How is he so durable? I mean, I know he can drive, so obviously he can drive anything.
Yeah, and it looks like he's after the last race they had in Sydney, he had a few problems, did a bit of a bump and run. Should have been on the podium, got knocked back 5 seconds, missed the podium, got off and just said, I'm done,
Yeah.
So the poor bugger, he's had enough of V8 supercars and he's going to go to NASCAR pretty much 100%. Locked it, sealed it, gone. So
There you go.
there you go.
Just to go there, Brownie, the SAFL team.
Oh,
We
yes.
haven't spoke about that
Yes.
for a couple of weeks.
Yes,
so
no, we haven't.
I just wonder, we loved having him on the show, and I haven't heard no more politically or anything where that's at.
Well,
Jeff.
I have. We actually.
well, sorry,
I
here we
wasn't
go.
going to bring this up,
Well,
Glenn, but
well,
seeing
thank you.
you have, we got a message from
we got?
someone on the Facebook page
Yes,
today
okay.
about that you guys need to have a look at yourself, give yourself an uppercut, and I replied.
No,
I
wouldn't if was
replied.
Jeff Orr, or-
No, I replied nicely and said thanks, thanks for your message.
Well,
And
yeah.
this is an opinion thing, and I'm not having a go, but he quoted that we need, we've got so many homeless people, and we've got problems with
He's
hospitals.
right. He's 100%
Oh,
right.
and that's what I said.
And
You're
I agree with
100%
him.
right, and we 100% agree with you.
And we're behind you there.
But in my comment, I
Yes.
said the reason that I'm for it, and this is my opinion only, and Glenn's opinion is the same
it's
on
the
the
same.
Frothy.
that money's not going there, mate.
It's not going to go towards housing or hospitals.
No.
It's not going to happen at all.
No.
And I can tell you now, like I go into town here in Hobart quite a lot, as you know, Glenn.
Yep.
And at the moment you go into town, it's dead. There's no one out and about. There's no tourism happening because we're in the middle of winter. And if we had games of football here in the middle of winter, it's going to increase our tourism. The accommodation's going to be full, the taxis are going to be full, the Ubers are going to be full, the restaurants are going to be full, the pubs are going to be full, therefore bringing in millions and millions, $170 million a year.
So, yes.
So, and that's going to go towards the hospitals and homeless.
That's what I'm saying.
But if we don't have a stadium and we don't spend that money,
No.
we're not going to have anything.
So Jeffy Kennett's come up against. He bobs his.
Oh,
I'm gonna say
yeah,
it.
well, he's
I mean,
awful,
he's
tragic,
jumped there. Now he's talking about doing it up at Aurora.
Oh,
But Jeff, you're out of the game, mate. You're a Victorian. Stay out
yeah.
because you don't know what you're talking about. But I'll tell you one thing. We mentioned on the show, which was Errol Stewart.
Yes.
And I hate to reiterate, and this is what we're doing again. We're only talking about why we came up with what we did. And they're greater people than what me and Jeff are, just talking about it. But he said, and it goes back to what you just said, Jeff, he runs all the development up in Launceston and all over the North State and the South.
Yep.
And he said, and I'll reiterate what we go back a couple of weeks ago when we spoke to Brownie up here, and he mentioned that if we knock this back, all the developers are going to go, no, we're not going to Tasmania.
No.
So all the hotels in Burnie, Launceston, Hobart, every developer is going to start to see we've knocked this back, we've knocked that back, and they ain't coming.
There's no progress.
There's no progress. This is not for our generation, you guys. This is for generations to come.
I just wanted to throw it out there, especially if this guy is watching the left his post,
Yeah, it's
and
fine.
I'm not.
It's
I'm
okay.
so
We're not knocking.
I'm not angry with it.
No.
I think it's fantastic that you're having
you've
a
got an
say.
opinion. Good on you.
And everyone deserves a say. We don't make the decisions.
No.
The government does, unfortunately. But
It's just a shame, isn't it? That 20 years ago we should have been. We should have been there 20 years ago, mate, and this wouldn't be happening.
Yeah, but I've got to.
Sorry.
I've got to throw in, and I know I said this the other day, that guys, if you've been in Tasmania, you've been to Hobart, and you've been to Belle Rive Oval, it is a dungeon. I hate it.
Yeah,
I just hate going
A lot of
there.
people keep coming up the same thing. Why don't we play Belle Rive?
Because it's a dungeon.
Yeah.
But lights are off. Lights are off at 10.
Yeah.
People, you
It's a
can't have concerts. You can't do that.
Do you know what the
We
funniest
just
thing
keep
about tonight
reiterating
is?
what we say, mate.
Guys, as you know, we
We're
don't
sports people.
have a producer tonight.
No.
Al's not here; she's been at work, so I've been running the program tonight.
Done a great job too.
Thank
by the way,
you, mate.
Jeff. You've excelled.
The problem is, I don't think I know how to stop it. So
we'll just turn all the buttons off and we're finished, aren't
That's
we?
funny duds, but
Aye.
I need to give myself a squirrel grip because I'm actually dying to go to the toilet. Mate, that's pretty much all I've got for tonight. You got anything you want to add?
No. Look, as you said, I mean, it's great to be back on the show, and people like the comment from the gentleman or lady that commented about should there be a ground or not. That's what we are. We're about controversy, and you've got your own opinion.
Of course
and
you
that's
do.
good. We haven't got one or the other. Yes, we're for it. I can say that.
Yes.
But everyone's got an opinion,
Yep.
and that opinion's strong.
Yep.
So,
And we respect everyone's opinion.
respect everyone's opinion. That's what we've got a sports show for, and we are sports, and that's what we're about, and a bit of music too. So, as Jeff commented, we might even have a musician there a little bit later
Well,
on.
I haven't heard back from him, but I'm
July,
hoping.
but
No,
we're
it's
hoping.
in September. He's
But
supposed to be
anyone
playing.
who we can get on this show, we
Champion, one of the best voices in Australia. To be
yeah,
honest with you.
Damien Lee. Didn't mention drop the name,
Yeah.
but that'd be good, wouldn't it? Be
Yeah.
a coup for us. But anyway, we look forward to having the producer back. We look forward to thanks to Leah for the makeup because she's done a magnificent job.
And if you're just joining us now, make sure you go back and have a look at Out With It because they did an amazing skit.
Yeah.
Put your badges back on.
Jesus,
Hey,
that.
put your badges back on, mate. Your Union Jack and your England cricket.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey?
Oh, hang on.
Come on,
There you go.
come on. Hey, this is how we're going to finish
I
the
don't
night.
know English.
This is how we're going to finish the
Yeah.
night. I'll get the ball box out.
Look at
The squirrel grip.
There
ball
we
box,
go.
Ball box.
Now,
There you go.
do you want shiny balls too?
Well, we don't have any dull
Or do you
ones,
want?
mate.
Oh no, I can't. I can only see shiny balls. Oh, Dane's in there. How you going, Dane?
Squirrel grip. Good night, guys.
Okay.
I hope this is going to stop us, because if not, we're going to be here all night. This is going to be funny.
It's a good night from him. It's a good night from her. You all
Thanks, Juanita, for joining us. I know it's been pretty quiet out there. Oh, crispy is in attachment. Have a great night, guys. This is the Friday Frothy. I don't think I'm even going to play the thing, eh? Am I? Let's see. Are you still there? Hey, listen, don't forget, this is coming up too, if you're in Tasmania. 1990 rematch, the State of Origin team. There's a dinner, and I know I've put a couple of things up on Facebook, but it's, Jesus, Glenn, it's $100.
right. Where you going?
Yeah, oh, we're going. We're gonna get
We're
a table.
there.
Actually, guys, if you're watching out there and you're still with us, if you want to come and you're in
Best
Hobart,
legends of
let
all
me know
time.
because we might book a table.
Yeah.
Because we got 6 at the moment coming with us. So
Well,
$100. It gets you a 2-hour drink package. It gets you a 2-course meal, and you get to listen to people like Gary Ayres,
John Hughes,
Parkin,
everyone that was in that side,
and
any legend that ever played
probably
the game.
Favola's going to be there. Oh God,
Pritchard's, Bruce Jones,
Riccitelli,
who else
there's
is
Troy
there?
Luff, there's Primus, Matthew Primus. There's a stack.
Well,
of
let's
people.
say every AFL person that loves AFL, there'll be a star that played back in the era. They'll be there.
Yeah, contact me on the Friday Frothy
Yeah.
at gmail.com
Contact Jeff.
if you want to come and sit
Jeff.
with us at our table.
Jeff.
We'll probably do a live show from there. But yeah, we've already got 6 people, so it's probably only 4 people left. If you want to come and sit, I don't know if it's a table of 10, but we'll make a table of 10.
We'll make a big table, mate, because it's sensational. Robbie Shaw will be there, won't he?
He's
And he was the Tasmanian
David
coach.
Rhys Jones.
Oh, it just keeps going on.
Yeah.
Darren Pritchard, all those greats, mate.
Anyway,
Fantastic.
here we go. I've got the exit ready to go. So I'm going to play this. We have to be quiet because we'll talk over it anyway. Guys, that's us for tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. This is the Friday Frothy saying have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend.
There you go. Goodbye.
Guys, I'm Frothy Views. You're listening to the Friday Frothy. What a fantastic show.
And there you go. We're supposed to be finished, but if that worked, I deserve a squirrel grip. Good night, guys.